From our rugged mountaintops to our expansive rangelands and canyon riverbeds, there are few landscapes in America as unique as southern Idaho. Centrally located and home to the Sun Valley Institute, the Wood River Valley is an innovative community of land stewards, food entrepreneurs, progressive community leaders, the rich and famous, and the intellectually curious changemakers. Yet, southern Idaho's unique landscape is also vulnerable to the ongoing effects of anthropogenic climate change. These threats include droughts and erratic weather patterns, wildfires, dependence on non-renewable, unreliable energy sources, and the rapid urbanization of what was once farmland and wildlife habitat. Limited opportunities for economic diversity, combined with transportation and housing challenges, have degraded quality of life and place. The number of individuals experiencing poverty, homelessness, mental health issues, and poor access to quality food and healthcare is steadily increasing. Sustaining a truly successful community here is impossible without a just transition. That's why Sun Valley Institute is working hand in hand with leaders, not just from our community, but from communities across Idaho and the world, to develop innovative strategies for building more resilient communities. We're connecting community members with nutritious, regionally grown food, working with policymakers to increase the adoption of renewable energy production, and partnering with farmers to develop conservation-focused farming practices. Our vision for 2050 is of a food system that is regenerative, inclusive of all communities, and that contributes to the climate-smart, resilient world we all call home. Join us in envisioning the future of a food system that serves as a protector of the planet and of all people. The future of regenerative agricultural and food systems depends on stakeholders sharing a vision and breaking down modern-day barriers. The broad-scale use of synthetic chemical inputs, leading to water quality issues, the overuse of water, causing aquifer depletion, and changes in agricultural practices that end up removing farmers from the landscape. The resilience of southern Idaho depends on us regenerating our natural resources. By 2050, we envision that our region's agricultural system will no longer be a primary source of greenhouse gas emissions, as farmers and ranchers throughout the region have transitioned to a regenerative system. Regenerative practices provide many ecosystem services, including reduced drought and flood vulnerability, increased water infiltration that reduces topsoil and nutrient runoff, lower dependence on synthetic chemicals, and increased potential for carbon sequestration on farmlands, rangelands, and forest lands across the region. These practices will enable southern Idaho's struggling watersheds to fully regenerate for the first time in decades, benefiting everyone in the community. Right now, Americans are overfed yet undernourished. The prevailing diet lacks critical nutrients necessary for a healthy life, and due to economic challenges currently present in southern Idaho, many school children don't have access to the nutrients they need. Our vision for 2050 is one in which all children will have access to farm-fresh produce through the expansion of farm-to-school programs. All residents and visitors alike will share the incredible bounty that southern Idaho has to offer. Regionally grown seasonal foods will be accessible at all price points, at community spaces such as restaurants, retail stores, and events. Local food processing facilities will also ensure the year-round availability of regionally grown foods. Widespread education initiatives will enable everyone, regardless of demographics, to understand the importance of sourcing, cooking, and eating regionally grown whole foods. By 2050, the vast majority of agricultural energy use will be fueled by renewable technology, like solar and wind power, and geothermal energy will be used to heat greenhouses for year-round production. Energy production facilities and food production lands will exist symbiotically alongside the surrounding natural environment, instead of in opposition. Smaller-scale technology, like biodigesters, will provide hyperlocal, low-waste energy solutions for tasks like heating and cooking, while promoting energy independence. The general availability of technologies, like net-zero storage facilities and multi-use farm equipment, will increase, allowing small, diverse producers to run regenerative production and processing operations. Current policies protect large agribusiness entities while allowing diversified family farms to fall through the cracks. In our 2050 food system, policies at the federal, state, and local levels support and uplift diversified farm operations. From eliminating unsustainable subsidy programs to expanding initiatives like crop insurance to include diverse specialty and cover crops, we believe that entire communities benefit when lawmakers work with farmers. Incentive programs will motivate food producers to make environment-focused investments on their property, and a broad acknowledgement of the benefits of renewable energy will lead to a stronger legislative push for eco-friendly power. Building regenerative, resilient communities depends on acknowledging the ways in which economy and culture intersect. In 2050, we envision southern Idaho as a region where eating locally produced, ecologically grown food is the standard, not the exception. The revitalization of regional farms will create new jobs that are safer and better paid, as well as create additional market opportunities, which, in turn, will bring more diverse people, ideas, and businesses to rural communities. As local farms and businesses diversify their revenue streams, the communities will become more resilient. Farmers will finally be paid fair prices for the food they produce, as consumers understand and support the work farmers and ranchers do to produce food in a way that honors the natural landscapes. The revitalization of regional rural economies will not only bring economic stability to businesses, but also reduce unemployment rates and improve overall quality of life and place to communities throughout the region. The southern Idaho region is filled with both dynamic challenges and significant opportunities. Thankfully, our community is already home to countless innovators who are passionately pursuing multi-pronged solutions for some, if not all, our biggest challenges. Our goal at the Sun Valley Institute is to create an enduring quality of place and people. Proper resource allocation is key to ensuring that all people can not just access the essentials, but to actually achieve their dreams and ambitions. This we call quality of life, and obtaining it depends on universal access to real, high-quality food. That's why for years, we've worked to connect local food producers with leaders from across government, academia, business, and beyond. It's through our partnerships within our local community and with communities across the globe that we rapidly progress towards our food system vision for 2050. A vision of a system in which agriculture and nature exist in harmony with each other. A system in which smart policy and strategic technology investments create new opportunities for local farmers. And a system in which economy and culture connect deeply with and benefit deeply from all aspects of the community in which they exist. We at the Sun Valley Institute couldn't be more excited about the future that lies ahead. Thank you for allowing us to help make the world a more regenerative and resilient home for all.